Good morning. Today is Tuesday, June the 6th. The time right now in Singapore is 11:40 in the morning. We have 20 more minutes before we hit noon. Now, just a bit of a recap in financial markets overnight on Wall Street. Basically, the market did not do very much. In fact, we see a little bit of profit taking place, and this profit taking could actually cascade into something much bigger today. So overnight, we have the release of the some preliminary numbers in particularly the services PMI, which saw a contraction. This is the third consecutive month of decline. So this is not good. We already knew that the US manufacturing sector is still in contraction for the last 6 months in a row. So now we are also seeing services sector is also losing momentum. So this is not great. Although services sector is not in contraction territory, but this is not a good development. So we also see factory orders has also went down. So taken together, we are beginning to see a marked slowdown in US economic activity. So this could be something that we want to watch. The other thing that you want to watch is, of course, now that we know there's a debt deal being struck between the White House and the Congress. So right now, Janet Yellen, the Secretary of the Treasury, will now be itching to launch, or rather to issue new debt instruments. And something peculiar happens because we have been receiving news update that they are going to release something very unusual, which is called a one-day bill. Now, one-day bill means is that the US government will be borrowing from the public on a 24 hours notice. Basically, that whatever they borrow, they will return back the very next day together with the coupon rate. So this is highly unusual, and the amount that they are looking to raise is also going to be very massive. We are looking at about potentially $1 trillion in US Treasury bills that are going to be launched. Now, the banks are not too keen to buy because why take the risk? Because the yield right now is already pretty strong. They just have to park the money with the treasuries, rather with the Federal Reserve, and they could secure very, very good returns. So why buy more? The thing is that who else will be buying? Okay, the thing is that if the other non-bank institution come in to buy, including the Federal Reserve, is going to suck away a lot of liquidity from the market itself. Okay, the banks may also be asked to raise their reserve ratio, which has not been adjusted higher. It is still basically at zero since the COVID-19. So that lever has not been adjusted higher. So now the banks are saying that the central banks and regulators are saying that the banks will have to provide more for reserve. So taking all this into consideration, there's going to be a massive drain of liquidity from financial markets, and this will negatively impact equity markets. So do be aware that this thing is going on in the background right now. So now let's take a look at the US Treasury, US equity markets overnight. We can see that the Dow Jones having peaked at 33,805, which is the day after the news of a deal being struck for the debt deal. The market went up to a high of 33,805, and yesterday there was no follow through. Market basically came under profit taking. So that is happening in the Dow Jones itself, although the target can still be reached somewhere between 34,257 to 34,342, which is the May high and the year high taken into consideration. So there is still the possibility the market may still gun for those levels, but in the meantime, we are beginning to see signs of profit taking. Now, is the profit taking more obvious in the other equity market index? Not so much. We saw the S&P 500 still manage to go even higher yesterday with a high of 4,296. So we can see this high here is right now smack in between a very sensitive area, which I think is putting the market very vulnerable to further profit taking, which we are beginning to see some sign of it even in the S&P 500. The level is 4,268 to 4,307. So you can see this is a bracket which I think may actually see some emergence of selling interest here. And this level is not very far away from the last August high of 4,325. This is this line over here. Okay, so do watch out for more intense profit taking going into tonight's trading. Okay, over in Nasdaq, of course, Nasdaq is living in a world all by itself. It managed to go into a new high for the year at 14,660. 3. Okay, and we beat in the second half of yesterday night trading. We see the market did not follow through. So again, this level is also a very vulnerable level, which I think may also see the re-emergence of profit taking here. This level is 14,135 to 14,712, and well, let's see what happened tonight. And I think there's a very real risk that we may see a unraveling as a result of concerted profit taking. So do watch out for that. Over in Asia, we see that the Nikkei continue to charge higher. Again, the Nikkei is in a very good place. It is already trading at a 30 years high. We are already flirting with the June of 1990 high, which is not that far away from where we are right now. This morning, we have a marginal high for the year at 32,355. Now, the June 1990 high is 33,345. So like I said, we are only about more than slightly over 1,000 points away, which is on a relative basis not that far away. So do watch out for this level, because this market has been seriously extended. So right now the market is seriously overbought, technically speaking. Over in Asia, we can see that in the Hong Kong market, the Hang Seng itself continued to edge higher. We have a high at 19,377 in the morning itself. So let's see what happened in the afternoon. I have mentioned in previous updates that the pivot level is at 19,521. So let's see how the market reacts at 19,521. Obviously, right now the market is respecting this level for some reason. So let's see whether this market will be kept at this level here. But downside remains a very real possibility here. Over in the mainland itself, the CSI 300 does not have enough momentum to take this market much higher. We can see the rebound here on a relative basis is a little bit more sluggish than what we are seeing in the Hang Seng Index. So top side, I would say, is somewhere between 3,893 to 3,920 top side, okay, before the market comes under selling pressure one more time. In the energy markets, we can see that energy continues to slide back after the knee-jerk reaction to $74.92. And this is on the back of an additional production cut, this time by Saudi Arabia, the largest oil producer in OPEC itself. So this take the entire production cut, considering or comprising of what they already cut last year and what they have also announced in April. Now, instead of ending in 2023, now the production cut will last all the way to 2024. So right now you can see that the OPEC and oil producing nations are trying to hold the line to make sure that the oil prices do not slide below $70 per barrel. So right now we are at $71.88. I've adjusted my buying area this morning in view of what happened overnight. So now the market, if the market go down to $70 to $71, that could be an area of an opportunity to pick up some more long position. I have not gone long yet, so I'm looking for the reaction to see if this bracket of price can actually see the emergence of buying interest. Okay. Over in precious metals, we can see that precious metal continue to rebound from the low of 1,938.2. So we can see that this rebound here is very tentative. It may have already exhausted its the current rebound. Market right now have a new has a high this morning at $1,964.65, and it's very possible market may actually come back down and retest the 1,932 levels in the next extension of this decline from $1,983.50. So the target area for the time being is about $19.20 to $19.31 thereabout. So again, watch out for this possibility here. Over in silver market, we also see a little bit of a pullback from $24.02 all the way to yesterday's low of $23.25. So technically, market has already taken out this support line here, but on a close-to-close basis, this line has not been broken. So let's see. But I think the market right now appears to be has lost its upside momentum. Maybe we will see further pullback and to extend all the way back to $22.28 to $23.02. So this area remains that possibility. Okay, so do watch out for that. And over in the dollar itself, you can see the dollar index managed to recover overnight more than what I expected. Market hit a high of 104.36 and promptly lost momentum and come back down. Earlier on, yesterday, I did mention the 104.13 to 104.33 level offer an area of opportunity to re-establish short position for another extended move down towards 102.5 to 103 levels. Okay, so this level is still within my target range. Okay, so I have not gone short yet, but I've already gone short in the currency pairs. Okay, so let's see what happens over in the euro versus the dollar. We can see the dollar rebound 10 to 107.70, 80 there about, lost ground all the way back to 106.75, and then we see the market stabilize here and manage to do a rebound. Tops immediate outlook, if the dollar continue to push back, that may give the incentive for the euro versus the dollar to rebound in a three-wave rally to 108.10 to 108.65 thereabout. So this area is an area of vulnerability. For those who have not already sold, maybe this area could offer an area of, like I say, opportunity here. Over in the sterling have a major fall off from 125.45 all the way to 123.70 levels, and also have a robust rebound. Now the highest it traded this morning is 124.51 so far, and I think any more rally here may actually hit a pocket at 124.55 to 124.80 level. So this could be an area of selling opportunity. Look out for that the signal over here. Now Aussie is a little bit of a hard to call because the market has hit a bunch of prices which previously has been consolidating before the markets fell off into 0.6450. So now, right now the market is testing the 0.6640 to 0.6680. If we see a rebound back into this bracket of prices based on previous price action, we may see these people who have previously sold may come back here and sell one more time. So do watch out for that possibility here. Over in dollar Canadian, we can see the recent move in dollar Canadian has been a little bit exaggerated relative to the other currency pair. The bottom this round is 140.07. Okay, and it has not been doing very much over the last 24 hours. Top side, the market do go up a little bit. I think 134.70 to 135.05 levels could offer resistance here. So if you want to sell, look out for the possibility here. Target for the time being is somewhere in between 132.20 to 133 even. Okay. Now, dollar yen is where I have my exposure. Unfortunately, the market is not going down as fast as I would like. The market does seem to appear to be doing a three-wave pullback from a high of 140.90. So this pullback here may result in a move at the minimum to the 137.35 to 137 or rather 138 level. Okay, so I'm looking for at least a challenge of 138, and we'll see whether the market stabilizes here. If it accelerates to the downside, my alternate target is as low as 136.40. So let's watch out for the possibility here. In the meantime, there is this level here, which I think could be serving as a pivot point at 137.40 level. So in combination, somewhere near the 137.40 could be somewhere, at least we see a temporary bottom. Okay. Over in Bitcoin, we have big news here. We have Bitcoin falling off the cliff, and this is on the news that the US Security Commission has actually sued Binance, which is the world's largest crypto exchange, together with the CEO CZ for offering products which is not registered as a security. So basically they are throwing the security books at Binance, and this has been building on for some times. I think Binance has already taken some kind of preventive measure to reduce their exposure. They have recently closed down their operation in Canada. So this move by the US regulator is no surprise, but still the market react violently to the downside from 27,000 half levels. We can see the market go down all the way to 25,400 levels thereabout, and we see a little bit of a bounce down. The market is already below the May low. That opened up the possibility that we may see further losses going ahead as a result of this lawsuit. The nearest bottom here could be somewhere near the mid-March low at 24,000. So this 24,000 offers a very nice neat number for the market to hold. Let's see whether that is the case. And if the market go below that level, another catchment area will be 22,000 to 23,200. So this is the latest development in the crypto space, and it has affected all cryptos, whether they are meme or major coins here. So do watch out for further developments in this space. In the meantime, you take care, and I'll see you tomorrow. Now, tomorrow I'll be traveling. In fact, my flight leaves very early in the morning, and I try to give you an update as soon as I reach Hong Kong, possibly around midday, maybe even later, depending on when they allow me to check in. I'm going to be there for as part of a panelist to discuss about the future of DeFi. For those who are interested, maybe I hope there's a live streaming there, and let's see what happens. In the meantime, you take care, and I'll see you tomorrow, probably around midday. Bye bye. Take care.